we go to the origin of this kind of coronaviruses, then I think common sense is that bats are the original reservoir of this kind of coronaviruses. The question is now, how did this virus jump to humans, getting pandemic? And I think there it's much more difficult.
Again, one must remember that there was a specific surveillance system in place in Wuhan for picking up clusters of atypical pneumonia. It was there for a very specific purpose, and the fact that that fire alarm was triggered doesn't necessarily mean that that is where the disease crossed from animals into humans.
If we look at the relative viruses for SARS-CoV-2, there we have another species, the pangolin. And however, if you look at the sequences, you see there is some differences, and there is papers saying evolution is 30, 40, 50 years away from the actual SARS-CoV-2. So there is a gap. And the question is, which species is filling the gap? Is a more related virus in the bats, and this one is jumping over directly to humans? Or is it an intermediate host?
We have to make the link between that event and the original animal that was the source of this virus. We know that the virus belonged to a group of viruses that have their natural niche in bats, in certain families of bats, but between bats and the event in Wuhan, we have a big gap.
The animal source on one hand is important because then you can have a closer look what is the spectrum of viruses there. So we can learn a lot, and if we know how the spillover event happens, we can have a look if we can stop that.